Good evening, everyone. Ma'am, shall we start, ma'am?
So just few minutes, sir.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Okay. A very warm good evening to all dignitaries, guests, and delegates with great joy and immense pleasure. A goal without a plan is just a wish. With this beautiful thought, I, Dr. S. Rukmani Devi, Assistant Professor from the Department of Computational Intelligence, Savita College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, feel privileged to extend a warm welcome to you all who joined here for the second day of 5 days International Virtual Faculty Development Program Series 2 on hybrid education with pedagogical success. Savita Institute of Medical and Technical Sciences, SIMATS, is proud to share with you all that our SIMATS has been re-accredited by NAC as an A++ grade. Savita College of Liberal Arts and Sciences to emerge as a leading institution by providing quality global standards education with a research culture and developing persons with ethical values to serve society. On behalf of the Department of Computational Intelligence, Savita College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, we extend our profound gratitude towards our respected Chancellor of SIMATS, Dr. N.M. Veerayan Sir, respected Director, Academics, Dr. Deepak Sir, respected Director Madam, Dr. Ramya Deepak, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Suresh Kumar Sir. We wish to express our heartfelt gratitude to our Principal Madam, Dr. Gunita Arun Chandok, who encourages every faculty and student. Now, I am glad to introduce our guest speaker of the day, Mr. Ramesh. Mr. Ramesh has 30 years of experience in the IT environment and is currently employed at US Technology International Private Limited, Chennai as a senior project manager. He is a university rank holder in MSc Cyber Forensics and Information Security and completed his MCA and MBA from the University of Madras. He is specialized in handling large-scale complex data center projects. He also has hands-on experience in information security, management, risk management, and endpoint security. Mr. Ramesh has completed several certifications like Security Plus, CCNA, ITIL V3, Prince 2, etc. He has got his good working experience in global standards and frameworks. For the past 15 years, he has been conducting several certification programs for the students of various universities and colleges. Mr. Ramesh has conducted training sessions on the cybercrime awareness and investigation program for police officers at Tamil Nadu Police Academy. He also conducted awareness program on cybercrime investigation procedures and live forensics for judicial officers, public prosecutors, and police officers at Tamil Nadu State Judicial Academy, Madurai. Now, without further delay, we will turn the time over to our guest speaker, Mr. Ramesh. Sir, please, now the time is yours.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. First, I'd like to thank Savita Group of Institutions for this opportunity and the hosting department and all staff who are presented over here. So today, the topic what we're going to discuss about a cybercrime trends in India, kind of a topic which is the need of the hour. So we need to know about the various types of crimes as well as how it is getting emerged and what are the various impact that is creating to the individuals as well as to the society. And do we have any safety tips? How we can safeguard ourselves? So in that note, the entire session has been prepared for today. So what was new yesterday is old today and going to be obsolete tomorrow. This is not only for technology, this is for any domain. And like that, even the crimes are getting into a kind of a new technology and using the modern vision mission, as well as the other, I can say, the advancements that have been misused by the criminals, so that we find a lot of kind of crimes. In the previous decade, we had the conventional banking where a person needs to go to the nearest branch for making any kind of a transactions. The new technology, ATM, made it possible to withdraw a cash or do any kind of transactions over an ATM. No need to visit your bank. There is a change in the approach. Then came the internet banking, then the online funds transfer. As you can see, the advancement in technology also, the crime also been taking a different shape, taking into a different kind of paradigm over here. Like nowadays, like without the knowledge of the bank account holder, their amount will be taken away from the many online fraudsters. It is very, very scary. And cybercrimes are trending now in Tamil Nadu. This is taken from one of the latest newspaper, like published on 11th December 2022. The highlight over here is the conventional crimes are going down. The DGP said that the state reported 1,368 murders till last year, till October. But again, this is a fall in the conventional crime. On the other side, it's a trending now, the cyber crimes. So there is a need to know what is a cyber crime and what are the various types of frauds that is happening around, and how we need to be more vigilant not to be a victim of those crimes. And the agenda for today's session, we are going to discuss about the cybercrime, a clear-cut definition, some examples for cybercrime, and there's a difference between what is a conventional crime, what is a cybercrime, and statistics in 2022. Reported cybercrime cases in India, and we're going to discuss about some of the case studies. When you say cybercrime, this refers to any crime that involves a computer and a network. There are two aspects here. The computer may have been used in the commission of a crime. It can be used as a tool, or it may be the target. There are a few examples here. Hacking. In this type of cybercrime, a computer is used as a tool, as well as it has been the target. The data that is stored on a customer database, the data that is stored on the bank database, that could be the target. Identity theft. Using computer network as a tool, someone is stealing someone's online identity, sending spam mails, spreading malware. So there are many types of cyber crimes where a computer and the network used as a tool, and in certain cases it is the target. Cyber crimes that use computer as a tool to advance their crime: cyber stalking, cyber bullying, stealing someone's identity, involving information warfare, phishing scams. These are some of the examples we can discuss here for a tool, and some of the crimes where the target itself will be the computer and the data. Hacking, for example, any type of customer database, which needs to be protected. Computer viruses, spreading worms, trojans, which can produce harmful to the data, to the process that is running around, to the services that has been provided by the server. Any system that is built today comes with cybersecurity. Even you create an application that can be used for entertainment. For example, you can say WhatsApp. You find end-to-end encryption. What does it mean for the end user? Whatever data you send from your device is completely protected. In the sense, nobody can intercept in an intelligent way. People can tap it, people can even sniff the data, but it will be of no use for them unless until they decrypt the data. End-to-end encryption. Once the data enters into the destination device, then it gets decrypted automatically and the user can read the data. So even an application which is meant for an entertainment purpose or for basic communication, people expect a security. If there is a breach, if someone is attacking, there comes the cybercrime. And forensics will help you to know what happened, and who did what, and it can resolve many type of queries for relating to that particular breaches or attacks. When we say cybersecurity, three components need to be built around. The first one, confidentiality. This is a term that will be used to prevent the kind of disclosure of information to unauthorized individuals. Only the named individuals or the legitimate owners should have access to the data. Integrity, second parameter. Data should not be modified undetectably. Third one, availability. The system should allow the intended users, the legitimate users, to access the data whenever there is a need. So any system, when we need to build with cybersecurity, we need to consider these three elements. Whenever there is a breach of cybersecurity, there happens a cybercrime. And cybercrime in turn results into digital forensics. And forensics will help you to resolve any kind of crimes.
மா பிஸ்கெட் இங்கே வச்சுட்டு குடிச்சிட்டு அப்புறம் பிஸ்கெட் எரிக்கிட்டுறா.
So when you want to compare about cybercrime and the conventional crime, in a conventional crime, when we say, for example, a particular product is it has been theft, the product is completely displaced from the place where it was parked earlier. It's a complete displacement. The vehicle is no more available in the place. When it comes to digital property, the document is still available in the same folder, but there are many chances the device was hacked and someone stolen the data. So we need to have a different kind of approach how to recover the loss and how to prove that a particular crime has occurred. So when we see the statistics of data in 2022, and this has been released by the National Crime Records Bureau, you find the top 5 metropolitan cities. Bangalore stands number 1 with 9,940 cases. This is only for cybercrime cases. Mumbai stands second, 4,724. Hyderabad, 4,436. And New Delhi, the fifth position with 685. There is a sharp increase in cybercrime cases in states. And when you want to compare about the previous year, 52,974 cases in the year 2021. In 2022, it's about 65,983. And this is because of the correlation with the increased internet and mobile use penetration. Because nowadays, wherever you go, wherever you want to make any kind of services, without the use of internet, without the use of mobile, it will be very hard to get those services. And another truth here is the report also pointed out that due to the lack of evidence, resulting in closure of about 22,479 true cybercrime cases in 2022. Having said that, we are not that matured enough to close all the cases with the evidences. And however, we need to make sure to know about a kind of awareness about these cybercrime cases, the trend of cybercrimes. From 11,000, we have grown up to 65,983 in about a 7 or 8 years span. So this shows the trend of cybercrimes happening in India. Over the years, a graphical representation. So there is a need to know, there is a need to be aware and also to know about the safety tips, how we can safeguard ourselves. Telangana, top in the list, the highest cybercrimes that is reported according to National Crime Records Bureau data. Region-wise, we can see the top 5 states in India: Telangana, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Andhra Pradesh. If you want to see the region-wise top list of 5 states. So now cybercrimes in Tamil Nadu. Chennai tops the list in cybercrime cases in the state, and followed by Tambaram as well as Avadi. Because these are the 2 new commissionerates, and where you'll be finding 3,000 cases registered in Tambaram and 2,208 in Avadi. And if you see, like, what is a trend? First goes investment fraud. People want to make money short time, so they are the victims. And second one is about banking frauds, updating your details, KYC update, any type of phishing or QR code scams. So these are the latest cyber crimes that is happening in India. Investment fraud. Man loses 1.2 crores after investing online. So this has been rising for the past 1 year or so. There are many scams. So people will be reached through their mobile phone, through any communication media, and they'll be asked to join a group, probably in a Telegram or WhatsApp, and people will be posting a lot of fake information. They'll be inducing them to invest in online, and also they will be providing a lot of references. Someone who already got a kind of investments, also kind of returns, and all is to make the person to invest in any of these funds. And obviously this is going to be a kind of a scam where the people are going to lose a lot of money in that. And this is one such scam. A person was losing 1.2 crores. How this happened? A 35-year-old entrepreneur from Kollam, he lost 1.2 crore. And while chatting in a social media, some scammers got into this particular number and they approached the person and they asked them to join a group. They provided them a kind of process to join in a group so that they can invest and they can get good returns. And this was completely a kind of a scam where once the amount has been invested in that particular online, then the scammers are completely lost the track and completely the person lost the entire money, 1.2 crores. This is not the one case. You find a lot of cases. So how the scam is being worked here? I'm talking about the investment fraud. The scammers created a social media chat group, and initially they'll be adding potential victims because through some other means, through social engineering, they could have got your mobile numbers, and they will claim many have benefited from the business, and also they'll be providing many kind of a proof they already got hefty returns from this investment. And they'll be like creating some kind of a trust relationship with this person, and they'll be making them to invest a huge amount of money. And also like they will be providing many kind of a proof that he is gaining, he she is gaining in that. And finally they'll be asking them to pay some service charges and taxes. So this would continue until the victim realize that they're being completely scammed. So how to be safe? What are the safety tips for this? You should not trust any strangers. There are many other credible financial investors are available where they have the qualified investors. We need to look only for those kind of schemes. You should not believe in any online schemes just like that. Someone is claiming that they already got some kind of benefits. Most of the cases will be ending in a kind of investment frauds. We need to be very, very vigilant to whom we are talking about, what information we are sharing. Is this worth? Where do they come from? What is the source? You need to ask many queries, and finally, you'll be in a position to identify this kind of investment frauds. Not only that case, you find a lot of other cases. Pune man losing 2.1 crore to investment scam. And this is about Bangalore police statement, nearly 854 crores. We may think that probably one or two may lose their money. So here the statistical data shows that nearly 854 crore online investment scam. People may lose range from 1,000 to 10,000, right? If you group even the large scam like 1.2 crores or 2.1 crores, it's aggregated to about 854 crores. And in all the slides, I've given the source where the information is taken from. You'll be finding the URL, the link where it has been taken from Indian Express or from Hindu or from Times of India or India Today. You'll be finding the source in all the slides. So we need to think twice before you scan the next QR code. This is the next scam. QR code. Scammers are creating fake codes to steal your money. So we need to know for sure QR code is only to make payments, not to receive the payments. Scammers will try to deceive the victims by sending a QR code and leading them to believe that they are receiving the payment. That is not the case. Upon scanning the code and entering the OTP, funds are automatically deducted from the victim's account. And this is becoming increasingly popular in the recent years because people or tend to use the QR code whenever they want to make payments. They go to a tea shop, they go to shopping. They are very much used to make the payments, so they get a belief. But QR codes are meant only for money transfer
Becoming
and not for
increasingly popular in the recent
any
years
amount.
because people or tend to use the QR code whenever they want to make payments. They go to a tea shop, they go to
And for instance, one of the highlighted cases here where the exploitation of QR code technology was understood occurred in 2021, where the scanning of the code, the victim lost 34,000. Not only that, another instance, a professor from IIS Bangalore, he lost nearly 63,000 from his account. So just like that, scanning a QR code, people should be very much aware that they'll be losing their hard-earned money. Fake QR code and payments. This is on the rise. And also, like the scammers are using the QR codes to redirect the victims to malicious websites. And these websites may contain malware that can hack into your devices and it can steal any kind of personal information that is stored on the device. And also, it can be misused to install any unwanted software on the device. Could be a spyware. It can simply record whatever the information that is being accessed by the device, whatever information that is stored on the device. So we need to be very aware about the QR code scam. How to be safe? Never share your UPI ID, bank account details, or OTP with any strangers, whatever may be the reason. Remember, QR codes are primarily meant for sending money and not for receiving it. Always verify the recipient's name, account number, and IFSC code before scanning or any QR code for receiving the money. Avoid scanning QR codes that appear suspicious, like it could be stickers pasted over the existing codes or that may be tampered with. Use a QR code scanner app that allows the URL preview before visiting it. You'll be getting a notification. It's a genuine or is it a malicious one? And nowadays, whatever the camera you have in Android and iPhone, it will do a preview of the link. So by practicing these safety tips, we can be safe from the QR code scam. And the final one, resist sharing your mobile number unnecessarily in the social media. So next fraud we're going to discuss KYC frauds. Know your customer. This is one such information. Mumbai police officials they reported said that they identified as many 300 fake bank accounts and purchases of more than 100 SIM cards using the details gathered from the victims. You may get a call. They may claim that they are calling from your bank and they will urge you to update your information. Certain information may be outdated. You could have shifted your house, you have changed your email IDs, you could have changed your mobile number, or any other employment information, or you need to provide a valid residential proof to your bank. So they may ask you to provide those information over the call itself. They will try to steal your personal information, any personally identifiable information that is a wealth for the cyber fraudster that can be misused in some other way, even that can be used even to access your accounts. Know your customer KYC process and confidential information about the customers. Most of the cases, your financial organizations will be approaching you to fulfill that requirement because that is one of the mandatory requirement. A customer need to update their records regularly with their financial organizations. And this particular process has been misused by the scammers. They pretend to be the bank officials or designated agents and try to get such confidential information by approaching the customer. And further, they'll be trying to exploit the data as well as the financial benefits from them. Also, they will be posing some threats. What happens if the customer is not cooperating? They will be providing some fake information that your account may be blocked. If you do not update your KYC within time, probably they may give less time for them. Within a day or two, their account will be completely blocked. They'll be unable to use their account. So that some customers will be providing the information over online and they'll be losing their information. Or they may even send some fake information, your KYC is expired. You can visit this particular URL to update it, or you can call this particular number to update it. And most of the cases, it will be a kind of a fake information. Some of the safety tips we need to avoid any type of unsolicited calls, any type of suspicious calls, an email, or even SMS messages. It'll be kind of, they'll try to pretend as your bank official. Whatever information that is required to fulfill, you need to know where to reach your bank. Probably you can have a visit to their banking websites. There are many banks, they are encouraging the online submission of KYC. Or you can visit the nearest branch, or you have a lot of helpline numbers where you can reach them and you can find a way how to update it. Never ever reply to any calls that has been just received to update your KYC. Awareness is very important. And also another type of scam is happening here. Sometimes a third party app, it may provide you a link where when you click that, you'll be leading to a phishing websites. It may be looking like your bank website. So probably one of the phishing website. When you provide your credentials, you provide your user ID and a password. That is been completely, that will be secretly recorded, and the scammers will now have your customer details. Next scam, which is very, very, you can say it is spreading like anything. So drugs in parcel. You may receive a call. They may claim that they are calling from your courier company, and they will inform you there is a parcel in your name and communication address. However, there is a drug in that. And now another call you'll be receiving. They may inform you that they are from the law enforcement agencies, some senior official. They may be a cop. And they'll be threatening you. And they'll be giving a lot of fake information. So probably this is one such case. A 61-year-old IT services businessman from Pune was cheated about 18 lakhs by cyber criminals. First, they made a call as a courier company executives, and then later they made call like they claimed that they are calling from CBI, and few calls they even informed them like they are the officers, they are taking that particular case, and if he want to avoid any kind of legal action or to avoid arrest, he has to pay. So this is another kind of a fraud which is surfacing drugs in parcel. Again, another case, drug in parcel. In this particular case, money trail leads to cybercrime masterminds in Dubai, in China, in Taiwan. Even in other parts of the country also, like you find in Delhi, Mumbai, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Bangalore, right? So you find this scam. Pune businessman loses 18 lakhs to drug parcel. In this case, the victim received a call from someone claiming to be a global courier firm and who said a parcel containing drugs Another items have been found with his name. Another person claiming to be a police officer then asked the victim to transfer money for verification. And the suspects stopped communicating after he transfer was made, 18 lakhs of rupees. And this case is under investigation. Another technology, artificial intelligence and machine learning, like people used to fake. A deep fake technology. It's a kind of cybercrime in which someone's identity is replicated. Using artificial intelligence and machine learning, they are able to fake their voice, fake videos, and they'll be sending the content to them. Deep fake scams. They're using the facial mapping technologies. This is to create an accurate facial symmetry data set. And they use artificial intelligence to swap the face of a person onto the face of another person. Apart from that, they'll be even matching the voice. This is used accurately to copy the user's voice. Very, very scary. Using the technology and available other sophisticated technologies, this particular crime has been on the rise. They do perform the voice cloning. They can even manipulate. They can able to match exactly how the original voice of another person, and they can make it possible. Deep fake scams. Here in this slide, you can see how a face of another person can be matched using the artificial intelligence. You find no difference. You find no difference at all. Using the technology, they can even make a lot of scams. So these are the various new types of cybercrimes. Now we can discuss about the other common types of crimes. Probably you could have heard earlier, phishing. It's the attempt to obtain any sensitive information. Could be the username, passwords, or any credit card details. And this can be misused, probably in another place, where to steal the identity of another person. So generally, what the fraudsters are doing here, they'll be building a fake website that look like the same. Probably it could be looking like a famous banking website. Then what they do, they send out thousands of phishing emails with a link to the fake website, which was just built. Not all the people, only few victims. They click on the link in the email believing that it's a legitimate one. There they'll be entering their personal information. So now the fraudster will be compiling the stolen data and they'll be selling it online or they'll be using it themselves. So this is how the fraudsters are making phishing websites and they're stealing the identity of another individual. When you see this slide, it may look like it has been coming from Amazon.com, but not so. If you carefully look at the domain from where the email is originated, it is given as Mason, Canada. There is a catch here, like they are trying to match the original brand name. So probably the logo, the font, the color, we have been very much used with Amazon. So that is the reason people do not spend much time where the email is coming from. Just they click the link and they'll be thinking that they are landing into Amazon.com. But this is a phishing email. People may land up in a different website. It could be a malicious website where they'll be losing their identity. Not only identity, but also the device can be compromised. Phishing website. There is no connection between the said bank here as well as the customer. Here, this is a phishing website. Once the victim is entering into the website and providing the credentials, so probably that may be stolen by the fraudsters. Another example for phishing websites. This is a phishing website for Facebook. We are very much used to the logo, the color, the font, the appearance of the legitimate websites. We do not take a time to review the URL, the universe resource located, where the domain coming from. Just like that, people are giving their credentials, and sometimes it may not work. So probably the fraudster will be having the wealth of your information. So what are the safety tips we can think here for this phishing? We need to have awareness. What is phishing and how fraudster can approach them and what information they'll be looking for. A proper awareness. Should not respond to any suspicious emails. Just reading the subject of the email should not get a conclusion. This is from a famous organization or from any brand. Do not open any suspicious attachments. That attachment may contain a malware that may compromise the device. So proper awareness and vigilance that will help us to protect from phishing attacks. Phishing, another form of phishing. It is a telephone equivalent of phishing because people can be targeted for phishing attack only the internet users. You need to have an internet connectivity. You need to have a device to browse. Only fraudster can reach you. So how they can steal the identity of others using the other channels. For example, it can be a telephone. It is the act of using a telephone as an instrument to making an attempt to scam the user and to steal their private information. So basically a kind of identity theft. The scammer usually pretends to be a legitimate business and try to fool the victim into thinking he or she will profit and they will be stealing the information. For example, the scammer may claim an identity. They are calling from a bank. They may not tell you from which bank they are calling from. They just say, we are calling from your bank. The victim itself will spell, are you calling from Andhra Bank? Because probably the victim may have account only with Andhra Bank. Then the fraudster will be confirming, yes, we are calling from Andhra Bank. And the fraudster may not have any clue where they have account. They will simply say, we are calling from main branch. Right? And they will be giving some fake information like probably your Aadhaar card and your bank account are not linked. So your account may be disabled. In order to make sure to have the benefits of your banking account, you can continue to have your account, all the transactions, but only thing you have to fulfill the link of your Aadhaar card and your account number. That can be done online. The fraudster will be pretending that they are helping the customer. There is a way to make a link through online. Just give me this information. Provide me the debit card number. Provide me the validation time, validation date and month of expiry, and also about the CVV number. The credit card verification code should not be shared with anyone. And also they'll be asking any other information that is used to steal their account, probably their Aadhaar numbers, their date of birth, even their communication address. They try to steal as many information, a kind of identity theft. They're using telephone as one of the channel to perform this. Phishing is done, wishing is done. What's next? Smishing, a form of phishing, form of wishing. But here, the fraudster will be using a smartphone. Most of the people will be always connected 24/7 internet. Whenever you receive an SMS, you may find a link, most of the SMS. And you do not have any clue because the URL will be of short URL. So from this message, you may not make it out from which domain the particular SMS came from. For example, this particular SMS came to my mobile. It states that, Dear Ramesh, the income tax department requires you to click the link below to submit a formal request for the remittance of your unclaimed overdue tax refund of rupees 19,450. And there is a link. It is a short URL, bit.ly, and some information. I was in an urge to click that link, but at the last minute, I just made a call to income tax department. And one of the call center officer told me very clearly, income tax department will never send you any kind of an SMS and ask you to click a link to submit for a refund. If there is a genuine refund for you, they have your registered email IDs in any communication, official communication that may be sent to your registered email ID. And there is a process. There is a process for claiming your refund, but this is a kind of a fraud. Kindly delete that SMS and do not show your face to the income tax office again and say like you lost some money because of this SMS and this is a scam. I just took a shot that can be used for any other session. I put it over here. So phishing, wishing, smishing, all these kind of techniques to steal someone's identity one way or other. And most of the financial institutions they send time to time regularly what is phishing, what is wishing. Bank will never ever ask through any media like your PIN number, your OTP, your login, your transaction password, your CVV, your card expiry date or reward points because this information are basically available at the bank itself. No need to ask. Bank is not going to ask anywhere. So people should have awareness. If someone is asking this information, probably they are a fraudster. Try not to provide any information to the fraudsters. SIM swap, another type of cybercrime. Someone will be requesting a duplicate SIM to your mobile service provider, and they'll be getting a duplicate SIM. Once the SIM is activated, the original SIM may not get any information. All your OTPs, your PIN numbers, your sensitive information regarding your bank transactions, everything will go to the new SIM card. And this is such a kind of a case, a SIM swap fraud. So next is about fake profile. Without the knowledge of a person, somebody will be opening a fake profile and they'll be misusing. Probably they may create some kind of a defamation for them, or probably they will be reaching their friends and they'll be asking for any kind of monetary benefits. So these people will be asking for small denominations, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees here and there. People don't mind in sharing, right? If they misuse another person's profile or identity. So how a fraudster is creating a fake Facebook profile? Originally, fraudster will be choosing a name that sounds real, mostly a female name, because that can attract more male friends. They'll be uploading a profile photo. It could be someone else's photo, or it could be a general image. They fill out fake profile, this fake email, fake mobile details. They try to post many things on their timelines, and they click like on pages that are all interested to the fraudsters. And they'll be sending friend request to the targeted victims' friends, friends of friends, friends of friends. Unnecessarily, they'll be reaching them over the online media and they'll be posting the messages, they'll be hitting the like buttons. So, like they'll be pretending to be a kind of a known person on the circle and they'll be trying to interact with others on the public pages. That's how they'll be like developing their relationships and they'll be misusing, spreading rumors or looking for any monetary benefits out of it. Not only for common people, even for many celebrities, they lose sleep over fake accounts. And what Facebook is doing for this, they have disabled about 1.7 billion fake accounts the first 3 months of 2020 and still going on. Paulami Bose, Madhumita Chakraborty, and Vikram Chatterjee, these are the people who registered a complaint with cybercrime police about this fake Facebook profile. Facebook blocking fake accounts using the artificial intelligence and machine learning. They are blocking these accounts and quickly removing fake accounts. Cyber defamation. Anyone can send any kind of information about others in the online media. The act of defaming, act of insulting, offending, or providing false statements is commonly done through internet, by websites, blogs, forums, even instant messaging, chat rooms. in any social networking sphere. It's a kind of cyber defamation. Targeting an individual, harassing them, threatening them repeatedly. So we call that as a cyber stalking. Refers to use of internet, email, or any electronic communication devices to stalk another person. They don't come in person. They follow them virtually, creating a lot of rumors, threatening messages, making one to commit many unethical practices. Cyber stalking. Cyberbullying, again, use of technology to harass, threaten. There is a difference between cyber stalking and cyberbullying. If it is happening for adults, we term as cyber stalking. If the same is happening for teenagers, it is called as cyberbullying. By definition, it occurs among young people. They'll be targeted. They'll be targeted, and you'll be finding a kind of deviation from their normal things. They do not study. They do not involve in any other family activities. Always they'll be fine alone. And also like a lot of threatening, harassing, and they'll be losing their peace of mind. Cyberbullying. There are many safety tips released by Government of India, Ministry of Home Affairs. During such cases, the students inform their parents or elders immediately. They should not feel that parents will restrict their online activity because it is very important to inform them so that they can support and guide them. But nowadays, people, students especially, they don't inform any parents because they have a fear. If they inform them, first thing they will cease their access to internet. Second safety tip, they should spend some time to identify the bully because many cases the person who is performing this may be a known person. So find out the reason why the particular person is bothering, why they're doing it. Block the bully. Many social media platforms will allow you to block temporarily or permanently. And another very important point here, we need to collect and save the messages or posts because that can be used as an evidence in case if any legal action needs to be taken. So we need to collect, we need to save those posts or messages. Never respond to bully aggressively because that is one, that is a need because that will add more mileage to the information unwantedly. Never ever get into kind of an aggressive mode in a heated argument. So one of the best way just to ignore them, just to block them. If required, as a last step, you can launch a police complaint if that is the need that is very much required. Email frauds. Easy making money. People may get a mail saying that they won a large sum of money in a lottery, right? So people may be in a different world when they see the message, and people will be like they don't mind in paying even the processing fees. They don't mind in paying some amount of cash for transferring that particular amount, but they'll be ending up in losing their money. So you'll be finding a lot of attractive mails claiming that you won this much of money. Especially these mails may look like originating from overseas. So people will be losing a lot of money in that. Skimming. Any device when we use our plastic cards, especially the debit cards or credit cards, the information that is stored on the reverse of your card that can be read by the skimming device before it gets read by the ATM machine. It can be used to clone. It can be used to clone your plastic card, and people can even steal if they know about the security pin numbers that can be stolen by naked eye or can be taken away, recorded through any pinhole cameras around. So stealing the information from your card as well as the associated pin numbers that can be misused to use your accounts. Any type of illegal online transactions, any type of payment frauds. The perpetrator will be trying to deprive the victim of various funds, the personal property of interest, anything that is sent via internet, any kind of sensitive information. If the channel is not properly protected, if the victim do not follow many safety configurations in their devices, that can be easily stolen by the fraudsters. Job frauds. You'll be receiving a mail saying that they are claiming from the human resource department of a famous organization, and they may give many false information. Probably you may be one of the shortlisted candidate. To go to the next step, we have to pay some processing fees or any consultation charges. So then only the person will be scheduled for an interview, right? Or it is one of the process to complete the application. So somehow they'll be trying to provide many false information, and they'll be trying to get any kind of monetary benefits from the person who is applying for a job. Very common. Spyware. It's a collective name for a malicious program, malicious software that will be downloaded in your system. It can be a device, it can be a smartphone, it can be your laptop, or it can be a desktop. Whatever activities you do, most probably the internet activities. Any kind of internet activities, it can covertly record. It can covertly record, as well as it can steal any other sensitive information that is stored on your device. Spyware, if you see the origin of it, if you see the history of spyware, it was started as an adware. When you search for an information, probably in an internet, you may be looking for a mobile phone. So probably you'll be looking for a specific brand. You search in internet, you land up in many websites, you browse. By the time the system or the kind of the malicious software, I can say adware, will silently collect the information, which product you are interested, what type of devices you're looking for, what type of product, what type of services you're looking for, and it will send this information to many of the, I can say, people who are looking for this kind of an information, and this can be sold in the market. So this is used to collect the information about the interest of their consumers. Initially, it was used as an adware, and once you completed your session, probably you may visit for the next session. You'll be surprised to see a similar kind of products will be coming as an advertisement in your most of the websites. Wherever you go, there will be a pop-up. Whatever product you're looking for, that will be displayed. You'll be really surprised to see that. But at the background, the information which is stolen from your device, right, a kind of an intelligence, what information you're looking for, that will be misused in the kind of adware. And now it is taking another step, spyware. Not only the products, not only the services you are looking around, but also what activities you are performing. For example, you are visiting a particular website, you are using some keywords, you are providing passwords, you are storing some information, you are uploading some sensitive information. Each and every activity can be actively monitored by the spywares, and it can even use your internet facility to send to someone else who is the author, or who is getting benefit from of those spyware. So we need to make sure that whatever applications we are using in the device, not only in your laptop but also on your smartphones, because many third party applications that can silently steal the information from your device. We may not know what information is being stolen and where the information is going from your device. So whenever you try to download any application, making sure what is the source from where you are downloading that particular application and what is the purpose. The moment you download, it will be asking a lot of permissions: a permission to access your storage space, permission to access your camera, permission to access your microphone, right? So imagine a third party application, what that is going to provide you as a service. Is it necessary? Is it necessary? Because here the point here is like we are giving elevated privileges for a third party application. In most of the Android phones, like I can say, there is no demarcation between the native applications and the third party applications. A picture that has been taken by the camera, which is a native application that is stored on your device, smartphone. A third party application, which is just downloaded a day before, will have full access to the storage space. It can navigate. It can navigate your storage space. It can take even a copy of it, can even scan your system, can able to identify what information you already stored on your device. So all this information, one way or other, a kind of a spyware, which is collecting a lot of information about the user and also the data that is stored on your device. What are the various reported cybercrime cases in Tamil Nadu? Cyber stalking, harassment, a digital harassment, reaching the user virtually, repeatedly, and hacking one step ahead, like not only trying to send some fake or false information, hacking the device itself, and spoofing, hiding the original identity and pretending to be someone's identity, online cheating, committing many online frauds, spamming, squatting, trespass, digital trespass for stealing the information or altering the data, white collar crimes, embezzlement, spying, child pornography, cyber trafficking, identity theft, cyberbullying. So these are the various reported cybercrime cases in Tamil Nadu. Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? So we have come to the session. If you have any specific queries on any of the topics what we discussed today in the session, so I'm happy to have a clarification on that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ramesh, sir, for sharing your deep knowledge. We are having an eye-open session about the cybercrime crimes in India. In this session, the expert guided us about the different scams and how we should stay safe from all these crimes. Hence, this session was a need of the hour, and we thank the expert for the wonderful session. Thank you, sir. Now this is the time to solve your queries. Any queries? You can ask, ma'am. Participants, you can unmute and ask your queries. It is a time for the photo session. Please kindly open your videos.
So good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Shivakumar. Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I have one question. Sir, actually, what is the exact term of email spoofing?
Okay.
Can you tell me?
Sure, sure, sure. So when you say email spoofing, it is like tampering the source of an email. It may look like you're receiving an email from a particular person, but it is not the case. Someone else is sending an email on behalf of others by tampering the header of an email so that it may look like it is been coming from a different source. So basically, tampering the source of an email, and a fraudster can perform this. This is an email spoofing.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Any more queries? Thank you, sir. Thanksgiving is not just a formal one. It is an expression of our gratitude. We desire to express our sincere gratitude to our director, Dr. Ramya Deepak Madam, for the motivation, and we would like to thank our principal, Dr. Gunita Arul Chandok, Madam, for the constant encouragement and continuous support for conducting these type of events. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for spending your valuable time for listening to the session. Thank you all for the participation, and we will join tomorrow at 6 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.